All right, so here I am another late night at the shop babbling. What I'm babbling about tonight, guys and gals, is the fact that the ability to use our hands is getting lost. And also I want to sell a bunch of cars. And I want to put the word out there that if there's anybody who's capable and willing to work with their hands who lives local to me, I'd like to meet them and try to hire them, because it's gotten so bad in my field to find help that I'm desperate. You know, when I was younger, I'd go to the bar at 8, 9 o'clock, and I'd look at the young ladies and say, which one would I like to buy a drink for? Well, guess what? It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and we all know what that means. Yup, the big nasty chick is buying me beer, and that's the one I'm going home with. That's what it's like to find a mechanic today. There are no more young good ones. There are older, beat up, and no good. And it's getting rough. So if the right young guy out there came by and wanted to do an apprenticeship here, I would consider that. I normally don't, but I'm desperate, and you know what? The right guy would learn in a year, and I'd be happy with that. And hopefully he wouldn't leave me to go to the MTA and become an MTA worker. But that's my problem. So just the word out there, using your hands is key. I know I have a lot of subscribers, young guys out there who sometimes, message me about what they're up to and what they're doing, and I think that's great. Keep it on with that. Keep on using your hands, because this world's going to shit. This country is it's really going to be full of a bunch of brainless, idiot, video gaming morons who don't know shit, while I'm just guessing, these foreign countries who have, young guys who don't have what we have here are going to be more apt to move in and take over in that area. And, it is what it is. If I could find the right foreign guy to come here, I'd put him on too. I don't care where you're from, what you look like, what you do, or who you sleep with. I just need somebody with ability. And if it's out there and you're serious and you're local or will migrate, reach out to me. Easy guy to find. So anyway, enough on that. So the list of used cars. Just sold that one. I just picked up this snotty little Nova, 468, 200 shot of nitrous, and it's a stick with a V-gate. So 12-volt rear. This is a badass car. 22.5 maybe? Who knows? Now, again, Novas aren't trailer queen cars. They're for guys with balls who want to use and drive the car. The quarter panels are a little, torn up, no big deal. You buy them and weld them on and blah, blah, blah. Other than that, the car's straight, solid, and clean, but it's for a guy who wants a ballsy-ass car, because this thing is no joke. I lit it up. I didn't spray, but I lit it up, and I'm telling you, if this car with a little bit of suspension work can't click off a low 10-second quarter mile with the nitrous, I don't know what can. So that's up for grabs. ML 1500 might have it sold. The Challenger, okay, I kind of got into something with a couple of Challengers, forgetting how Mopar people are. Now, I just bought myself a 340 6-pack 4-speed Cuda, 1973. It's coming in 2 weeks. Super stoked. Had one when I was 17, sold it like an idiot and wish I had it back. And I've always been twisted over not having that Cuda. So I found one, and that's mine. That's my keeper. So I am a Mopar guy at heart. But when you're trying to sell a Mopar, what you're going to get is a bunch of people who police the internet. They think they are the authority on Mopar, and they sit there with Wikipedia in one hand and the keyboard in the other, and they start telling you what is up with your car, what it needs, what's not right about it, and why you shouldn't be selling it. And holy crap, I'm done with them. These two Challengers go. I'm moving on, sticking to other hot rods, because I don't want to deal with Mopar people. I just don't. I mean, hey, there's a lot of good out there. Got a lot of friends at Mopars. But I don't know, putting these two guys on the internet really lifted up some rocks. And I've been dealing with dumbasses. Stupid dumbasses. But again, not all Mopar guys are bad. I know a lot of good ones. I'm a Mopar guy at heart. I love them. I think they're great. You know, Chevy makes more sense. Quicker, I know that's debatable. Cheaper, easier, handle better, drive better. You know, I get it. It is what it is. But you got to respect Mopars. You just got to, especially like a Hemi or a six-pack car. I mean, these things are just cool as shit. That's simple. But anyway, there's the rundown. 72, 340 was a 318 car. I'm going to let that go for 13.5 running and driving. This one right here, I got it listed for 19.5. Make me an offer. Badass looking car. 383. Bought another automatic car with a slapstick and a reverse valve body. I don't know what the guy was thinking doing that to it, but these two are up for grabs. There are the numbers. Water jet. Still have the water jet in the back if anybody's interested. Listen, I'm going to dump this thing out for $20K. Got a guy hot for it. 22.5 shipped was the arrangement. But he's going through channels to get the funds from his business. The orange BMW at some point I might list for 16.5. But after looking at what it costs to build a car like that, it just doesn't pay to sell because it's a turnkey, kick-ass car. But now this BMW is mint. Got a brand new engine in the back. We're building now with a big-ass turbo. This is going to be at least $550 at the wheels. I want $20K for that car. It's got a bolt-in roll cage, street, track, whatever you want to do. This little Mercedes convertible, $3,800. Out the door it goes. Seats are ragged. Car's pretty clean, pretty straight. No rust underneath it. Nice car. The Maserati just put a brandy new clutch in it. Now look, it's a Maserati, all right? So anybody asks me, you know, are they reliable and cheap to maintain? Just change the channel and go to another viewer. Go to another YouTuber because I'm not your guy. It's cool as shit. It's fun to drive. It's got the coolest transmission setup in it and a brand new clutch. That clutch to do with the dealer is $5,000. I'm going to dump that car for $8,500. So if anybody wants it, $8,500 takes it. It's all yours. Firebird's a customer's car. It's been here almost 2 years. It's finally just about done. The big wheel G body. What's up with the? Trying to light up the camera. Anyway, I'm doing a Dart 540 twin. I think they're 81 millimeter turbos. So I want $30,000, $35,000 for this car when I'm done with it. Only when I'm done with it. 25.5 chassis, chromoly, front to back, all kinds of goodies going on here. You know, if I had some light, maybe I could show it off a little better, but it is what it is. Now, here's my G-body with the LS swap we're finally digging into. Let me just skip a car. So, you know, we did this for a reason, the way we did it initially. TV show's over, so now it's time to do it right. And I want air conditioning. So this is an LS swap. Check out these headers we made. This is the coolest thing. We looked at the Mercedes headers and said, hey, why not make a log? Why not make a log? I don't know. We'll figure out what we're going to do. We made a couple of sets of headers for variations and all. F&B, AOD with a brake. Ford, 9-inch. Yeah, this is a cool car. But we're finally getting this thing going, and that's my car. While we're here, my big block truck. Engine's just about done at the machine shop. I have it back next week. And the GTS3 car is getting done this winter. That's why I need help. I need help so we can focus back here. This is a flip. I want $10,000 for this car. It's uber clean, super mint. And we just did all the chains, all the rails in it and head gaskets and everything else. So $10,000's cheap for that car. I might even have to raise the price. So that's up for grabs. Check out the new gantry. This thing was rusted to hell. And I was going to buy a Harbor Freight one, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, Harbor Freight is good for certain guys in certain conditions. But I just thought about my guys wailing away on it, and I said, let me build a real gantry, because those engine cranes, you know, when you got 6, 7 engines lined up to do, it's like, forget about it. So, there's the gantry. All right. Back to this This G-body, I love this thing. It's got a brand new maiden bound power glide, okay? It's got everything you need to go fast on a drag strip. Again, 540 dot block Brodix heads. It's gonna have twin turbos. I'm guessing in the neighborhood of 1400 horsepower. I don't know. I'm gonna want 35 grand for this. And my little gamble is that they might one day open a drag track here on Long Island, and then all of a sudden these cars are gonna be worth big money. Drag cars are in the shit, we all know that. You can buy a 10-second cool Nova for 15 grand off of Craigslist all day long. They build a drag track here, that costs 30 grand. So I might just buy up all the drag cars I can find that are cheap and then try and off them next year. This is an SEC with 40,000 miles on it. They right now, where did I put my light? They right now are off the charts. Off the charts, these cars. They used to be worth 5 grand. I've seen them for 18 online. So this car is pretty mint, 40K, been sitting up for 12 years, so we're doing the fuel system, and I don't know what I'm gonna get. I have to see if I can get the crap off the paint, but I'm gonna get as much as I can for that car. So to sum everything up, if you've seen anything you like and you want to buy, no BS, don't comment, reach out. If you're a retired guy who wants to restore machines, needs a place to go, something to do, pop in. If you're anybody with ability who can use your freaking hands, pop in, because I feel we're a dying breed. There's none of us left. This country's going to shit with these iPhones and everything else. And look, I live off of them too. I know. I don't hate them. I just think that kids need to get more shop classes and do more shit with their hands instead of picking their nose, playing Fortnite, and dicking around on their phones. It's just, it's ridiculous. So, anybody around local, there you go, it's lit up now, who's interested in coming here and doing something, reach out. Because we're dying off.